Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl, and I am back from my London tour. Well, not completely a tour, but that's what it felt like, honey, because I went to London, I went to Paris, and I went to Croatia, and I am so grateful that I did it. But let me tell you, baby, it was a faith trip because at first I wasn't gonna go because I was thinking, girl, how you gonna do all that? You likes to do cute, fancy things, and I don't know if you can really afford that. But that was the devil trying to have me not step out on faith and have me not do what I know I wanted to do. And I had to really sit with myself and just be like, no, girl, you've been rich. You've been rich in your mindset, and maybe your account don't look like that multi-million dollars you want to see in it yet, but I have always had more than enough. And let me tell you, I started telling myself that I was rich like 6, 7, 8 years ago after I got scammed really bad. Oh Lord, it was so annoying. Honestly, when I think back, I'm actually grateful on the other side because it helped me change my entire mindset towards the way I saw money, and the way I spoke about it. And I think that has changed my life, to be honest. And that's half the reason I'm on here telling y'all to just speak the right things into your life. Listen, the life and death is in the power of the tongue. That's what they say, right? And it's true because listen, I told myself about 7 years ago that I was rich after I got scammed. Now let me tell y'all, okay, these folks called me talking about I filed my taxes wrong. I had to pay A, B, C, and D in order to get it corrected, or either they was gonna put me in jail and all kind of stuff. When I look back, I'm like, oh girl, this was dumb. How did you fall for this shit, right? Well, listen, when you're scared, they know how to work on you, baby. So they got $2,000 out of me at a time when that $2,000 could have really went far. And it was the time where I pretty much had only had $2,000 saved. That's the most I ever really saved in my life. I was waitressing. I had 3 and 4 waitressing jobs. I was stacking my coins up, and I was really proud of the fact that I was able to. And I also was extremely sad that I gave it up out of fear. And I remember thinking to myself, what the hell, Camille? But I talked to one of my girlfriends, and she was like, well, honey, you must be rich. The way you just giving up money like that, they wouldn't have been able to get that from me, right? And I'm like, you know what? You're right. I am rich, friend. I'm rich. So I started walking around telling myself I was rich. I convinced her to start talking about she was rich. We've been rich, honey, now for a little while now. And it's not necessarily because we see the multi-million dollars in the account, but because we really have spoken it into our lives. Like God has allowed us, and me in particular, to have more than I need all the time. I'm always in a position of having what I need, and I'm just so grateful for that. But I truly think it's because of the way I started to see money for myself and the way I started to speak money over my life. And I just be telling myself I'm rich, honey, and I don't know, it works. But I'm not saying this is a magical overnight thing. You're just going to have every single thing that you need. You might have to work a little bit harder for things, but at the end of the day, I do believe your mentality and the things that you say to yourself really do matter. So the fact that I have been speaking riches over my life, I really have witnessed feeling that way and seeing those things come about. And not every single thing is because of my bank account necessarily, but it's maybe a blessing that comes from something else, or maybe a grant, or maybe a loan, or whatever the case is. It's just like God is always providing, and I have to trust that things are going to always work out in my favor. So when it came to me planning these trips, when I was technically anxious and apprehensive about it, I just kept telling myself, you're rich. You're going to always have every single thing you need. God is always going to work it out in your favor. So it's constantly me having to talk to myself. It's not as if all these things I'm just like, yeah. It's me saying yeah after I recognize the faith and the power of God and the power of my tongue and speaking what I want and manifesting what I want into my life. So pretty much I'm saying all that to say, speak the right things over your life. Speak what you want to see. I am rich, I am beautiful, I am strong, I can conquer all things. Whatever it is that you need to work on in your life, if you are having financial doubts, I think speak the opposite. No, I have financial favor. I get every single thing that I want. I have more than I need. My bank account is overflowing. I'm giving. I feel like you have to literally counteract the negative thoughts in your mind and speak the life that you want to see. And eventually you will. And, I feel like it's a thing of a manifestation with prayer and this consistency, and you'll be straight. So whatever you want to do, if it's traveling, if it's, spending more time with your family, if it's just relieving yourself of stress and anxiety, speak those things over your life. You're stress-free. I live stress-free. I worry less. It's just like speak the right things over your life, and you will see the benefits of what you say is what you'll see. That was good. I think I'll leave y'all with that. Anyways, that was a random candid chat with Cammi. Stay tuned for more.